Hi everyone, Lisa here. Welcome back to the Graphics Fairy YouTube channel. I have a quick tip for you, and this one actually came to me in my sleep. Does this happen to anyone else? I have a feeling it might for some of you. Anyway, I woke up thinking about these magnet sheets that I bought a couple of weeks ago for another project. And I realized with all of the images on the graphicsfairy.com and the membership site, that there were almost an endless number of magnets that you could make with the images. So then I started wondering if there was some way that I could add them to a junk journal. And I hadn't really seen this done before, but I decided to test it out and share it with you all. So here we go. First, you'll just need some of these magnet sheets. I bought these online and I think they worked out to be about $1 a sheet. I think I got about 5 of them. So not a big investment. And then you just need to print out some images from the site. And that's pretty much all you need to make this. You could cover the magnets with some Mod Podge using a brush if you want to give it a little protection and also a little sheen. I don't know if you can see that. So that's an optional step, but you can definitely get started even if you skip that. So here is a little journal that I created, and what I came to realize is that they seem to work best on the cover of a journal. You can put them inside, but it can get a little bulky. If you don't have a lot of other embellishments going on, you could definitely try it inside, but I think doing them on the cover is really fun. And you could print out a bunch of magnets and switch them out whenever you like. You could create seasonal magnets that you would change out. You could use the magnets to hold a piece of paper that you can jot to-do lists, notes, or maybe daily inspirational quotes would be fun. So if you are going to do the paper, I would suggest a minimum of about a 2x3 size. I've printed both of these out using the 2x3 inch setting for wallet size images. So I did try, let me show you a test that I did. This is a sort of a camping journal page that I tried. I have a vintage camper, so I really wanted to do something like this. This fish, though, that I chose ended up being a little small for the purposes of holding a paper. He's fine on his own. He has enough strength to stay on, and so then you could swap him out. But if you want to hold a piece of paper, then you want to go with a larger magnet size. And I'll just show you one other quick test page that I did. This is a beautiful collage paper from the membership site. There are artists that create these beautiful papers that you can just print out. They use the digital images from the kit, but they use it to create collage paper that are just stunning. And I chose some shell images to make magnets out of that you could stick on the paper. You could stick them on a piece of note paper if you wanted. So that was just another little test layout that I did. But let's just get right started with this one. This one I just covered a piece of cardboard. I think it was an old just like a food box that I used, cut up, scored a hinge, and covered with paper. This one is from the membership site. And this little label is also from the membership site from the Blue Labels collage sheet. The graphicsfairy.com does have plenty of free labels that you can search for and use instead. So even if you don't have a membership, you can still make one of these fun journals. So the inside, I just did a contrasting paper. I made a little pocket because I thought that would be fun to hold the magnets when you're not using them. And I added just this little paper from the membership site. And then I added just one signature with paper for journaling. So once you have your journal made, or you can use a journal that you already are working on, then it's very simple to create the magnets. So this magnet paper has a paper that you just peel off on the back. So you just want to go ahead and print your image out, and then you can just peel the paper back and stick the image down, and then using a small pair of scissors just cut around, and you will have your magnet. Okay, so once you have your magnets cut out, this is when I went ahead and just lightly brushed the surface with a couple coats of Mod Podge to protect them. And then you're going to make a backer magnet for your cover, and then your magnets will stick to that. So if you are doing multiple magnets and you want them to both use the same backer magnet, then you'll need to find kind of the maximum amount of area that they both share. So all I did was just trace these off on a scrap piece of paper, and then you can cut out the area that they both share, and it doesn't have to be exact. But just keep in mind, the more area that you have, the firmer the magnet will stick. So I'm just cutting out this part that they both have in common. And then this is going to be the pattern for the kind of backer magnet. So in this case, just put this down, and I have kind of a permanent marker here. Trace the outline of it, and then cut it out. And I'm doing this, you'll note that I'm doing this on the paper side. So we'll just really quickly cut this out. Roughly, it's not going to show, it's going to be hidden by the magnets, so you don't have to be too careful. In fact, you want to go inside the lines a little bit, because you wouldn't want this to show on past your magnet. Okay, so then you just peel the paper back, and just want to do a quick layout so you get the idea where you want your magnet to be, and then just drop it down. You could mark that first if you're not an eyeballer kind of person. Okay, so there you go. The magnet sticks right to the paper, and now you can change this out every day. You can change out your magnets whenever you want, and it's just a kind of a fun little way. You could definitely also use these magnets just on your fridge, and there are so many options to make a ton of magnets on the two sites. So I hope you liked this. Thanks so much for watching. Please give the video a like and subscribe here at the Graphics Fairy YouTube channel, and we'll see you next week with another quick tip. Bye-bye, everybody.